Good morning, everybody, or whatever time of day you're watching this video. My name is Ralph Havens, autoimmuneanswers.com, and I just got back from an amazing retreat outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico, with my longtime teacher, Master Ming Tong Gu, of the Chi Center, chicenter.com. Highly recommend going to his site and taking a look, and if it resonates with you, using his technology. And you know, I just got up this morning. It's beautiful. I'm back up in the Pacific Northwest. I was in outside of Santa Fe, and you can see for miles. It's beautiful in a whole different way, a very few trees kind of way, and a hot kind of way, hot and dry. So beautiful. I love the Northwest though. Super happy to be back home, and I just finished my morning qigong, and in my week away in Santa Fe with Master Ming Tong Gu, I got a deeper level of knowing, and also of commitment to his work, and I'm using it for myself. I've been doing qigong since the early 2000s. I was trying to remember when I met Ming Tong Gu, and it was sometime, I think, around 2003, 4, 5, somewhere in there, maybe a little earlier. And when I first interacted with him, I went to one of his healing circles, and he had lots of challenges. He had to leave his medicineless hospital that was taken apart by the Chinese government, and he was in San Diego, and I don't think very many people knew him, yet he was still doing his very deep healing work. And the first time I met him, I had to leave halfway through because it was so powerful. And I checked in with myself later, and it was very good. I could tell it was like, oh, these are good rhythms. This is powerful, but it's useful. And so I've been with him ever since. And we haven't seen each other in probably 5 years, 4 or 5 years now. And so it was really good to see him physically. And I've been doing his qigong ever since the early 2000s, some more than others, but I developed my practice, and it really deepened this time in Santa Fe. Really useful. And as we were going around one time talking about what his version of qigong means to us, one of the teachers, one of the higher level teachers, said it's the how-to of stuff. And I think that's what's important for today's video. Is what I found with my teachers, all sorts of teachers, is that there's a how-to. And so when I was working on my health, trying to get healthy, luckily I ran into some very good medical intuitive teacher that just changed my life, saved my life. And I learned the how to find the root causes, the things my body was protecting me from, and to clear it. And then my body could heal naturally. And that was Sharon Giammatteo. And she used to say that her purpose was to help people get healthy enough to get on their surfboard so that they could take their own wave. And I think that's important because a lot of people come to me for healing, but they want an instant miracle. And there is an instant miracle technique, but it's wonderful. And matrix energetics is the work of Richard Bartlett is wonderful. And I've seen miracles in an instant with those methods, those techniques, or whatever you want to call that. But I think sometimes it takes a commitment. There's a how-to, and there's some usefulness, very much usefulness of actually doing something, right? And so so Sharon showed me the how-to to really look inside a body on all levels, and to clear things that were in the way so that people could heal naturally. And that really worked for me in so many things. It's what helped clear my anxiety that I was dealing with, and my teeth, and all sorts of stuff around my heart. So so there was that. And then as I was doing my healing work, I ran into the matrix energetics and the work of Richard Bartlett, what came through him, and I could see how instantly things could change, and how it was much simpler and actually way more fun than I had ever imagined. And so that led through a whole 10 years of study and training, and learning the how-to access grace, to access whatever you want to call that grace, instant miracles, how things don't have to be so hard, how it can shift even by the time you notice. And so that was a cool how-to do things. And then as we were up here in the Pacific Northwest and nobody knew me around the world, and very few anyway, and I wanted to have an online presence and see people from all over the world and get back into the world with my healing work, I didn't know how to do it. And so I started studying with coaches, and I learned this whole new world that's called coaching. There's health coaching, life coaching, business coaching, relationship coaching. And I started studying with some coaches to get happy on the inside first, because life had kind of turned kind of south. It went kind of weird. And and so as I learned that, I learned a way to shift my own issues around, I don't know how else to say it, but around money and self-worth. Because so many people come to me and they basically want to win the lotto, and they don't want to do anything to get it, right? And so many people, it's like about the money, but they don't want it to be about the money because it's not spiritual. And I get it, you know, you want to be pure and all that, and you know, divinely guided and not just about the money. But money is a really cool spiritual tool. And what I found with that work was there's a way to notice where that angst is around money, and then to go directly to what that is and use a technique that's really cool that goes right to the heart of it and lets it unwind, clear, shift, transform. And so that you can do what you want to do. It's the how to clear the money issues, the angst around money, the angst around self-worth, so that you can get to do more of what you want. There's a how to do that. And so then when the physical part, there's a lot of how-tos to get healthy, right? And that's been my work. Like, I feel my work is to help people get healthier, to help them get their health back from all sorts of conditions. And it can be so many different components. And so I feel the body is protecting itself. If you see somebody with a physical condition, whether it's asthma or back pain or headaches or some sort of autoimmune condition or anxiety, I feel, and I've seen, that everybody's body is doing the best it can do. And what we see when we see somebody with health concerns is that they're trying really hard to protect themselves from something. Now, it can be a lot of different things. So I was talking to a practitioner on, I think, the last day at the Qigong Center, and just having lunch with her. And she said all stuff is emotional and deep spiritual pains. Everything stems from that. And I'm like, you know, I guess you could say that, but sometimes it's just as simple as getting rid of one toxin and somebody gets their health back, or stopping one thing, you know, that's causing them problems in the physical world. Like me, when it was fluoride in the water that was causing severe bone pain and depression and chronic conditions. Stopping that was the thing. And after doing all this matrix energetics and Qigong and mindset and trying to fix myself with all sorts of energetic means, it was like, oh my goodness, I'm putting fluoride in my body. It's not good. It's hurting me. Stop doing that. Get some clean water. So it can be all sorts of things that your body's protecting you from, right? And my job is to find what that is and shift it so that you can heal naturally. That's what my thing is. It's the how to get healthy and happy and whole. And so when I was at the Chi Center, it was awesome. And that practitioner said, one of the teachers said, she felt like Qigong was the how to get your health and really connect in with, I forgot even what she said, but it's the how-to technology of using that energetics to have your heart's desires fulfilled. And so I highly recommend Mingtong Gu at the Chi Center, CHICENTER.com. And his work is amazing. And while there can be instant miracles and there's all sorts of cool stuff that can be done to you, sometimes there's a real grace, a real miracle that comes from going deep inside and doing the work, doing the how-to. And when you find that for you, then that's worth getting up for in the morning and doing it, right? Yeah. So all of my videos are encoded with everything that I've learned and all the ways that I've learned to the how-to access deep healing and health and happiness and wholeness and that's how I've been, I was shown how to do this. So what you can do is notice what you notice after watching my videos. You can watch them over and over again. You can watch a bunch of them. I try to make one pretty much every day. And notice what you notice before and after. And if you watch it again, notice what you noticed before that one and after. And just notice, because I love instant miracles. I love massive change, massive transformation in an instant. Grace doesn't need a lot of us to get in the way, I don't think. Yet there's always something cool about having a project and learning the how-to of whatever you're working on, whether it's business or health or love or happiness. There's how-to technologies. There's how to develop a business and find your tribe and get your message out to the world and get money for it. There's a how-to to clear your money issues so that you can actually do this. There's a how-to to get healthy and happy and whole. And definitely Mingtong Gu and ChiCenter.com is one of the big how-tos. All right, everybody. So we are heading into Bellingham, favorite little city on the planet, next to my favorite forest out here by the mountain, next to my favorite big city, Vancouver, BC, Canada. So grateful to have found our home. We're still looking to move into Bellingham. I'll show you around. There's my truck. All right, everybody. Let me know what you notice. And if you want to learn more of where I found my how-tos for health or for business or for anything else, I'll put a link up here somewhere in a minute. You can go to, let's see which email I think I want to give you. How about one of the big ones is ralphhavens.com/enlighten up. ralphhavens.com/enlighten up. And you get a whole bunch of cool stuff. It's one of the deep ones that I'll give you something that's some PDFs and a video of what I use to clear deep inner game issues around all sorts of abundance. All right, bye for now. Let me know how it's going. Let me know what you notice. Let's get out there and live. Let's really live.